scares me anymore.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Coach Michelle Hong. Thank you so much for tuning in for Skate with Michelle today. And we are actually going to be skipping the loop. Some people have noticed that within the calendar and they were asking me questions. And I thought it would be more appropriate to include the loop when we're working on rotations. So we're gonna include that as the last thing of the series. And don't worry about it, we're gonna get to it. You'll still be able to learn the flip regardless. So what we're gonna do now is focus in on our second toe jump of the series, which is the flip jump. So one thing that I wanna acknowledge before we get started into the flip is that there's two major entrances that skaters use when learning the flip, right? So there's either an outside three turn, which is very similar to the three turn that we learned for our south cow, and then they jump up, or it's the mohawk, which is an inside edge glide, and you're gonna transition to an inside edge glide as you change direction from forwards to backwards, and vice versa. You can go from backwards to forwards. So with that being said, I'm gonna start by teaching you the mohawk entrance because that is one of the major entrances that I use to teach beginners. Mohawk helps keep everything in a narrow hallway, and it really squares your body to tap and pull up. Whereas for me, what I notice with skaters and students that are starting out, the three turn is very swingy, right? It's simulating, in a sense, a spin. And so people think that they're gonna generate a lot of power by spinning and rotating. So that's why I like to stick with the mohawk. So we're gonna do that for now. And then you can use your coach's discretion to help you decide what's best for you. So we're gonna start in the T position with my skating leg in front and my free leg behind me. So we're gonna place our arms in an L position, once again, similar to how we did yesterday for our toe loop. And now I'm gonna bend my knees and prepare for my stroke. I'm gonna stroke into an inside edge, as so. And now I'm going to transition into my mohawk. So let's go over the mohawk on the wall so that we can get a better idea of how to do it properly. So the way to do it in figures back in the day is you would actually glide on the inside edge, you would create a T position as you're on the circle. So think about this as a curve. On the circle, your hips start to rotate minorly, and then you turn out the left foot so that you can glide smoothly on the inside edge, gliding backwards. So the reason as to why the T position is a very clean way to do the mohawk, and it's considered a closed mohawk, is because when you have your feet closer together, you'll be able to distribute your weight evenly. As so, right? You can transition from left to right, left to right. But imagine if you have your feet wider apart as so, you're going to have to lift and push and put more energy into transitioning from left to right. So same thing with the mohawk. You want to be able to make it easier on yourself, and you want to control, or else the jump is going to be out of control, right? So my suggestion for jumps specifically is to think about your heels coming close together, right? Because a closed mohawk is not efficient enough when you have a lot of speed. So we're gonna glide, think about your heels coming closer as you start to rotate your shoulders. So this is more square, and then face the wall, and then transition into your backwards inside edge. Okay? Fantastic. So we narrowed down the mohawk. So I'm gonna use the wall one more time so we can continue on with the tap. We're gonna go mohawk glide, heels come close together, mohawk, and then you're gonna tap. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw your heel close to your toe, right? And remember, similarly, I do not want your tap to be directly behind your skating leg. If it's behind your skating leg, once again, your spine is misaligned. So it's better to keep your feet side by side, and all you have to do is reach back your tap. So let's practice this a couple times so you can practice. Putting your hands on your hips and tap back. Feet together, tap back. together, tap back, feet together, tap back. So I'm gonna try that one more time. So you notice that my feet are parallel and they're gonna stay parallel even though I'm reaching back for my tap. And notice how I bend my skating leg in order for me to reach back for that tap, okay? So what we're gonna do now is gonna go through the mohawk, use the wall, tap. Now my left arm stays in front. This is my skating arm. It does not move. It does not try to generate the rotation right now. You miss one major step if you do not draw your heel towards your toe. Similarly to how we did the toe loop. So we're gonna tap back and draw towards our toe. Let's do that 5 times. Feet together, reach back, draw towards our toe. 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 So once we've mastered the draw, we're going to focus in on how we're going to take off for the jump. So we're going to go with you one more time the draw by putting our feet together. We're going to reach back for our tap. We're going to pull for the draw. And at this point, I'm going to put pressure in my skating foot. Right now for me, it's the left inside edge. And I'm going to drive, I'm going to hang onto the wall to demonstrate. I'm going to drive that left knee up into a high H as I straighten my bottom right leg, okay? It's the tapping foot. So this has now become the new skating leg because the toe tap is the last thing to leave the ice, right? The left hip lifts first and the tapping foot is the last to leave the ice. Remember that. You don't want to jump, you don't want to tap and jump up in the air at the same time. You tap, you pull, and the left is the first to lift off the ice. For me, that is my left inside edge. For people that are going clockwise, then that is the right inside edge, okay? So we're gonna review that one more time. We're gonna go tap, pull, lift up. 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 Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna put that all together and I'm gonna incorporate a little pivot so you can simulate what it's like to be on the ice. We're gonna go mo, hawk, tap, pull, and from this point, I'm gonna pivot my right toe to push off. Okay? You can utilize the wall for support. We're gonna do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. And on number 4, I want you to notice something. I'm going to try my very best to push off of the left inside edge. You want it on the ice, you do not want your toe to turn that direction, right? Your skating leg needs to be on an inside edge, right? That differentiates the flip from the lats. And you don't want to come and turn this foot because then that's no longer a foot jump, right? So on the ground, you might minorly turn the foot just for the sake of adaptation, which is okay. But I just want to clarify so you know the difference when you go on the ice. We're gonna go low, honk, tap, pull, lift up. And I pivot that bottom tapping foot. So once we've started to incorporate that knee lift, what are we gonna do with our free arm? So, similarly to the toe loop, we're going to drive our free arm with the jump. And I scoot down near my hip and I lift up. So, I personally would like to see a very narrow walk through of the arm. So I do not want my left side to open because that's going to cause misalignment with my other body, my lower body. And I also don't want to swing this right arm across in a washing machine-like motion because you're going to over-rotate and you're going to turn your shoulders. So we're going to practice this. We're going to go left arm in front or skating arm in front, free arm behind, scoot forward. Now let's practice that one time with a half turn jump with those arm positions, okay? Bend, scoop up, bring that back, scoop up. Now that you've had the understanding of pushing through your toe,
And now you know what to do with your arm.
now we're gonna incorporate the jump. So let's practice this a couple times. Putting your feet together, reach back for a tap, pull, jump up. Now let's incorporate the landing. Feet together, reach back for a tap, jump up, and out. Tap, pull, jump up, out. Notice how my right arm is coming to meet my left. Tap, pull, jump up, out. So let's practice this high H, and we're gonna jump up for 2 times. 1, 2, check out. Fantastic. 1, 2, check out. Now we're gonna incorporate a half turn. So we're gonna hang on to the wall. We're here. Half turn. Half turn. Half turn. Half turn.
Now we're going to incorporate the tap with the half turn.
So we're gonna tap, pull, jump up, hold. Fantastic. Tap, pull, jump up. Tap, pull, jump up. Awesome. And now once you've got the hang of that, you feel as though that you want to continue the rotation. So let's apply that so that we can do the complete flip jump. 1, 2, tap, pull, up, and out. 1, 2, tap, pull, up, out. Remember that exercise that we did? I landed a high H, check out. Okay? So now let's do the flip off the wall. Ready? Glide, glide, tap, pull, up, out. One more time. Glide, glide, tap, pull, draw the arm, draw the tap arm to come meet my left, up, out. Awesome. Last time, let's make this the best one ever. Boom, boom. And there you have it. That is the flip. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next episode of Skate with Michelle.